Money, money, money. Must be funny. Not very funny if you don't have enough of it though, is it? So if you need more money, what do? Have you ever been in a situation where people have criticised you or given you a hard time because you want to have more money? Or if you are wealthy, have you ever been criticised for being a wealthy person? And it's interesting because we live in a world where there's a lot of criticism that goes on. But there seems to be almost a hate for wealthy people. Aren't they so lucky that they're wealthy, rather than an appreciation of how did they become wealthy? And could that be a great question to ask? If you don't have enough money, why not have a look at the people that do have money and how did they get it? Now, I'm not talking about inheriting money. I'm not talking about stealing money. I'm not talking about cheating people out of money. I'm talking about the people that are self-made wealthy people. So whether that's a millionaire or a billionaire, how did those people become wealthy? And that's exactly what I did. I was 13 years of age and I decided that I was going to be financially free, meaning I didn't have to work if I didn't want to. Now, I always talk, the 4 things I talk about every day at Romax is how do I be healthy, fit and strong? How do I have a career or business that I love? How do I become financially free, financially secure or wealthy if that's what you want to be? And how to have great people in your life. And that whole process, that focus on those 4 things came from being a little girl who said, I want to be healthy, fit and strong. I never want to have a lousy, stinking, rotten job. Or rephrase, I don't want to be fat, sick and diseased like most people. I don't want to have a horrible job that most people have and can't stand it and whinge about it all the time. I don't want to be broke and struggling for money, and most people are. And I don't want to have horrible people in my life. That was my focus. I don't want a life like that. I want a life like this. So because I was only young, I was only 13, I had to then go and study the people that had those things going for them. Now, as I always share, I didn't find anybody when I was 13 that was healthy, fit and strong, that did have a career or business that they loved, that were financially free, did have great people in their life. I found people that had some of those things, but not all of them. But for me, that's the fundamental of life, isn't it? To have all those 4 things going. But it was very easy to study wealth because there's a lot of wealthy people in the world. There always has been. And there always will be. The question is, do you want to be, and is there a foolproof plan for becoming wealthy? What do you have to do to have money? Now, the definition of wealth is also very interesting because to me, it's about living the life that you want to live. So when people say to me, I want to be wealthy, or I want to have money, or I want to earn X amount of dollars, I always ask why. What is it that you want to do? So for example, if you want to start a business, my first question is always, how much money do you want to earn every year? And people say, oh, 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000. And I always ask, no, why? Why did you pick that number? What kind of house do you want to live in? What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of holidays do you want to go on? Do you want to send the people in your life on special experiences? Maybe it's a particular school that you want your kids to go to. What kind of food do you want to eat? What kind of wine do you want to drink? How much money do you want to give to charity? How do you want to live your life? Because dreams have a price tag. You have to put a number on it so that your brain can focus on how much do I need to earn. Once you've got that amount, so you know, okay, I need to earn $100,000 a year. For some people, they can't live on $100,000 a month. I know some people that can't live on $100,000 a week. They need to earn millions of dollars every year to support the lifestyle that they want to live. And who am I, or who would we be to say that that's right or wrong? People can live their life the way they want to. So how do you want to live your life? What do you want to do? What do you want to experience? And how much is that going? What's the dollar investment for that? Once you know how much you need to earn, now you need to work out a way to do that. And of course, for me, as I share every day, and the Max Colleges is focused on this every day, it's about doing what you're passionate about, keep getting better at it, so learning and educating and training, and then add massive value to people's lives. So the people that are wealthy because they created their own wealth, not the people that inherited it or stole it or con people out of money, but people who created their own wealth are people who, and every one of them, they've written books and they do podcasts and you can listen to them talk. They all have done exactly what they want to do, passionately excited about. They would have done it for free. They never did it for the money. They would have done it for free. Because they love it so much, they keep getting better at it. So they train, educate, learn, keep getting better and better and better. And whatever they're doing is something that adds value to other people's lives that people are prepared to pay for. Now, whether you talk about sports people, so a sports person is playing that sport because they love it. They keep getting better at it because they love it. And if they're really good at marketing and people love to watch them play and buy their merchandise, then they become very, very wealthy. You can whinge, moan and complain about that, but that's just how that system works. If you sit on your ass and do nothing, if you're lazy, if you're undisciplined, if you have a lousy, stinking, rotten job and you're not very good at that job because you hate it, then you're not going to make any money. You might have to steal it or hope that it falls out of the sky in a pretty pink box or you win lotto. But if you want to create your own wealth, it's not a complicated process. And the reason I know that, because at 13 years of age, I started studying people who were wealthy. And it's a very simple process. Do what you love, keep getting better at it, and add massive value to people's lives. Now, I didn't open a business, and I never have. I just went into other people's businesses and made them better. So if a business was earning $100,000 a year and I took their profit from $100,000 a year to $200,000, I would ask for a percentage of that. Now, I've had some bigger successes than that. I've taken some businesses from $100,000 profit a year to $1 million profit a year, and I've taken a very large percentage of that, which has meant that I could become wealthy. And how do you do that? I didn't do a business degree at university. I didn't finish technically I didn't finish year 10 at high school. I only finished year 9. I didn't do enough of year 10 to finish school. But I studied wealth, and then I studied the skills, tools and knowledge that you need to become successful at business. And it's not that complicated. I need to learn how to market a business. I need to learn how to sell a product. So I need to learn how to communicate effectively. I need to learn how to create a wow customer service experience for people so they want to do business with that particular business. I want the business to add value to people's lives so they want to keep paying. And in the health and fitness profession, because my major growth in businesses has come from growing health clubs, personal training studios, fitness and exercise businesses, it's not complicated because the product is so good and it's so easy to sell. If there was a pill, powder or potion that improved your self-esteem, gave you great posture, gave you beautiful hair, skin and nails, a fast metabolism so that you burnt everything that you eat so you never get fat, gave you a strong immune system so you never get sick, gave you a great digestive system so your body can distribute all your nutrients effectively, and gave you so much energy, enthusiasm and excitement for life that you could go and do all the things that you want to do, that pill, powder or potion would be worth billions, trillions. Well, that's what exercise is. When you're fit and strong, that's exactly what happens. You're healthy, fit and strong, great hair, great skin, great nails, strong bones so you've got good posture, a fast metabolism so you burn up everything that you eat. You've got a strong immune system so you don't get sick. You've got a strong digestive system so your body can use all the nutrients that you put into it. It's a really great product and it's really easy to sell it, which is why I've been so successful financially, not because I'm a horrible wealthy person. And I always have a giggle about this, not that it's funny, but if I didn't laugh, I'd cry. A lot of people share with me they don't like rich people because rich people are horrible. Well, in my experience as an old lady, please can I share this with you? If you're a poor, horrible person and you become rich, you just become a rich, horrible person. Money it just makes you more of what you already are. If you're a beautiful, poor person and you become wealthy, wealth doesn't make you a horrible person. You're already a beautiful person. Wealth just makes you a more beautiful person because you've actually now got something to do with the money. And that's the thing I love about money. I love about money. I'm going to say that. I love this about money. It gives you freedom. Money gives you freedom to live your life the way that you want to live. So you can live in a tent if you want to. But if you needed to put up 1,000 of your friends in a beautiful 5-star hotel to give them a wow experience, you could. I always use this example. You can ride a bike and never own a car and never go anywhere. But when you're wealthy, if something horrible happens, you could call a private jet to come and get you or a helicopter to come and get you. It gives you freedom and choice. And I'll rephrase that. Do you want to be somebody else to have control over your life? And do you want somebody else to make your choices for you? And do you want to be struggling for money? Or do you want to have freedom and choice to live your life the way that you want to live it? So when somebody shares with me that they spent $1 million, well, now you can buy watches now for $1 million. I'm using that as an example. Some people say to me, how ridiculous to spend $1 million on a watch. But if a person has created enough value to the world that they can afford to buy $1 million watch, I just congratulate them. Some of the most expensive cars now, you can spend $5 million on a car now. People say, that's ridiculous, it's just a car. Yeah, but to me, a car is like a gold medal. And I've had some beautiful cars in my life, and I share this with you because for me, a car literally is just to get you from A to B. But for me, the type of car is the gold medal. Some people have They're driving around in a ribbon or a tiny little medal. You can have a bronze medal, you can have a silver medal, or you can have a gold medal. And the gold medal says that you're the best at what you do. So if you're an Olympian and you've won a gold medal, it means you're the best in the world at it. If you've got a gold medal from a world championship, it's because you're the best in the world at it. Well, to me, that's what a car is. It's proof that you have worked your ass off, that you've added such massive value to the world that now the world appreciates you by giving you money. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, in the Western world, you can't live without money, and money is a gauge to say whether or not you've done well. If you don't add value to a business, you don't earn very much money. If you do add value to a business, you earn lots of money. Now, I'll rephrase that, because some people say to me, but I work really hard and I don't earn very much money. First of all, that's an attitude, isn't it? If you're working for somebody and you're working your ass off and they don't pay you effectively, why are you working there? That's my question. If your boss doesn't appreciate you by paying you more money, why would you work there? The second part of that, though, is the way I've lived my life, which is I've never owned my own business. But I haven't never asked for a wage either, and I've never asked for somebody to risk money in me without a return on their investment. So I've never taken a wage because I don't want a wage. A wage says, if you show up at this time and finish at this time, we'll pay you this much money. No. I want to be paid for what I'm worth. So if I take your business from $100,000 profit to $1 million profit, I'm worth a lot of money, because your business is now earning $900,000 more than it used to because of the influence that I've had on your business. Now, the thing with that is you have to be able to prove it. You have to show that your skills, tools, and knowledge were the things that created that $900,000. And then, of course, if I'm involved with an organization and I've increased their profit from $100,000 to $900,000, and they don't appreciate me, then I wouldn't be involved with that business. I'd just walk away. I'm sharing all of that with you because I'm sick. I really am. As an old lady, I'm sick and tired of hearing it's too hard to be wealthy. Now, you might not want to be, and that's the question I asked at the start. What does financial freedom mean to you? What does financial security mean to you? And if whatever it is, or whatever way you want to live your life, if you're not living your life that way, are you making excuses? I can't. Or could you say, how can I? Which now creates an open mind to, I could do this. And it doesn't matter what you want to do, you can. You can have your own business. You can be an entrepreneur like me. You can be a sports person. And some people say to me, I can't earn money from sport because I'm not good at the sport. So don't play the sport. Manage the team, market the team, sell tickets for the team, sell merchandise for the team, be the physiotherapist for the team. There's a whole heap of ways to be involved in sport, even if you don't play the sport. And if you're a really good physiotherapist for a sporting team, or you're a really good marketer for a sporting team, and if you sell a lot of merchandise for the sporting team, you will make more money. That's just how life works. So if you want the joy of financial freedom where you don't have to worry about money, and I always use this example, I'm talking at the moment in a room that's filled with oxygen. But if the oxygen was sucked out of this room, the only thing I would be thinking about was, how do I get more air? And isn't that how most people live their lives financially? They can't think about anything else. They can't think about personal development. They can't think about being a nice person. They can't think about the next holiday they're going to go on, because they're just focusing on, how do I pay my next bill? They're trying to breathe, trying to get money to exist. Well, I don't want people to exist. I'd love people to live their life to the max. And that's what the Max Colleges is all about. How to get healthy, fit and strong, how to have a career or business that you love, that is successful and profitable, so that you can be financially free and live your life your way with the people that you want to live with. Could that be a great way to live your life to the max? Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. Woohoo!